Wait, what? Me streaming music has an impact on the world? How? Let's find out today. Why a lot of people don't know that streaming could even be an environmental problem is because the internet isn't a tangible product. It's more like an invisible force that turns on the press of a button. Unfortunately, that is not the case. There are actual physical objects called data centers which store all relevant data, in our case, songs, for you to access through streaming apps. Data centers require huge amounts of energy to power them and ensure that they remain cool. Think of how hot your laptop gets when you do intensive tasks. Now imagine millions of similar devices all heating up at the same time. This leads to huge energy requirements to run air conditioners to cool down the data centers. The whole streaming business isn't entirely a bad deal. It did cut down on plastic required to make CDs by roughly 87%, from 61,000 tons of plastic used in 2000 to 8,000 tons in 2016 in the US. According to research, the environmental mess that streaming creates is way more than the benefits of the plastic reduction. This should somewhat help us visualize how bad the situation is. Every time you stream a song, it generates waste. By waste, I mean greenhouse gases released when fossil fuels are burned to cool and power the data center, which has that song saved, while it is transmitted to you through the internet, which again requires energy. According to a recent study, streaming music is going to release up to 350 million kilograms of greenhouse gases yearly in the US alone. Streaming music for around 2 hours every day for a month also requires about 1400 liters of water, enough to fill 7 bathtubs. To put into perspective how much energy data centers use, data centers all over the world consume 40% more energy than the entire United Kingdom, a country with around 66 million people. Seems like a lot now, right? Granted, I too use streaming apps and a mobile device, but this video is to sort of acknowledge the impact of our decisions and try to somewhat mitigate them. While firms around the world are trying to make data centers more sustainable, we should try to do our bit to make an impact from the user side. We cannot just give up on the lifestyle that we as humans have become accustomed to, but we can definitely take up small steps today that will collectively have an impact tomorrow. What steps, you ask?
Yes!
Download your favorite music on the ever expanding memory of your devices. Try to use your electronic devices for a longer time. Manufacturing a phone releases upwards of 20 kilograms of carbon dioxide. You probably don't need the new iPhone every year or two. Be more aware of the impact your decisions have. Your filled in drives or unread junk mail, everything is stored in data centers. Energy is being spent to ensure that this data remains there. How about this? Spend a Sunday afternoon to clean this up a bit. The environment will thank you. Consider subscribing to this channel so that you always know when a new video comes out answering another impactful, less asked question to help you make more profound decisions. Oh, and streaming music is also changing the way songs are written. But that's a story for another time. Thank you.